What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 9 of Prop Quiz, where we pit two of your favorite people in combat sports against one another in a head-to-head trivia game. I'm your host, Long Island Luke from Main Card Minute. You guys can follow me on social media at Main Card Minute and subscribe right here on YouTube if you like the content. But enough about me. Let me introduce our contestants. First up, it's not OAM, but he does go by the Canadian Gangster. He reps Toronto and swears that Kawhi Leonard is innocent. You probably know him from being a varsity athlete in high school or for being the unofficial judge of the Main Card Minute watch-alongs. From Sportsnet, it is Aaron Bronsteter. Aaron, what's up, brother?
Not much. Well, Kawhi is not innocent. I mean, he left the Raptors to go to the Clippers for that sweetheart deal, allegedly. So, not innocent.
All right, well, I didn't know
if anything, he should have stayed with the Raptors and maybe won some more chips.
I just thought he'd be a golden child in Toronto forever for winning them a championship. But, all right, to each his own. Let's introduce your opponent, the best writer in a hat since Dr. Seuss. And like myself, he loves nuggets, but maybe for different reasons. He grew up in Denver on a diet of omelets and Rocky Mountain oysters, and you've probably seen him getting drunk with Poeton in Michael's Tap Room. From Uncrowned, it is the man in the hat, Chuck Mindenhall. Chuck, what's
now
up?
That's an introduction right there. Thank you for that. I'm glad we're talking about basketball again. I'm glad that it's back, man. And Aaron was just mentioning the Raptors. Nuggets took care of the Raptors last night. I don't know when this comes out, if this will be dated, but that was a fun little preseason game.
Let's go. This is going to come out on Friday.
I didn't get a chance to watch it, but
not too far.
Yeah, okay. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but because of Jamal Murray, I like that's like my team in the West.
Okay, good.
Just repping every team over here. Guys, both of you are obviously new here, and for those of you new watching, here's a quick video on the rules. So you guys are going to go head-to-head in a betting-themed trivia game. Similar to Jeopardy, you're going to have a board with 5 different categories to choose from, with questions ranging in difficulty from 100 to 500 points. Your 100-point questions are going to be your over-unders. So these will be 50-50 questions. You just got to choose if it's over or under. Your 200-point questions will be your money lines. Think of it like who wins the fight. These will be either-or questions. You'll also have a 50-50 chance of getting those. Your 300-point questions are going to be your methods of victory. Just like there's 3 ways to win a fight: knockout, submission, or decision. These will be questions that you have 3 choices to choose from. Your 400-point questions are going to be your singles. These will be straight-up trivia questions. No multiple choices on those. And your 500-point questions are going to be your parlays. These will be 2 to 3 part questions, and you have to get all the answers correct to get any credit. So here's how it's going to work. You guys are going to be wagering 100 points on every question. So if you answer a question correctly, you'll earn that question's point total, and you'll get to go again. If you answer a question incorrectly, you're going to lose the 100 points you wagered, and you're going to lose your turn. You're also going to have 2 bonuses that can each be used once during the game. A 50% profit boost, which will increase your question's point total by 50%, and a no-sweat bet that'll give you the opportunity to go again if you get the next question wrong, and the 100 points will not be deducted. Please note, you must announce you're using a boost before you choose the question on the board. After the board is completed, there's going to be an optional Hail Mary round in which players can wager any amount of their points on one final question for a chance to double their point total. However, if the question's answered incorrectly, you're going to lose the points you wagered. So the leading player is going to have 2 choices. They can either choose the amount of points they want to wager before the losing player chooses theirs, or they can admit they have a gambling problem and opt to sit this round out. The trailing player is then going to choose the amount of points they wish to wager and have one final chance to win it all. The player with the most points at the end will win Prop Quiz and get the esteemed title of this week's Degenerate. Make sense, boys?
Three full graphics of rules. Come on, man.
I know. Literally, no one pays attention to them. You honestly don't need to.
All right, you'll carry us. You'll carry us.
Exactly.
And point of clarification: there's actually 4 methods of victory, but
All right. Here's the 5 topics for today. Topic number 1 going to be the man, the myth, the legend. Little play on Chuck's nickname here.
All right.
Going to be legendary fighters who wear funny hats. Maybe their last name has the word man in it. Things like that. Topic number 2 going to be Rocky Mountain High. Little ode to you again, Chuck, being from Colorado. It's going to be fighters from Colorado or
keep them coming. This is good.
Events that took place in Colorado. They are keep coming because topic number 3 is going to be the Iceman, which is going to be a Chuck Liddell category, maybe a little Mindenhall mixed in, maybe some icy things. You'll see when we get to it. Topic number 4 on to you, Aaron. Views from the 6. I know you rep Toronto. A little Drake reference here. I don't know. Do people hate Drake now? Maybe they do. I don't know. But either way, fighters from Toronto, maybe the number 6, things like that. And topic number 5 going to be a Bronx Tale, okay? A Bron and a Bronx Tale. It's going to be questions about fighters from the Bronx or Do Bronx or Don'Tale Mays, things like that. You know, I've got weird with this one, guys. If you're both ready, we'll get started.
Let's try it.
Proper.
All right, let's roll.
Let's do it. All right, guys. So the way we get to decide who goes first is I put a poll out on YouTube and asked fans to vote. It was a blind vote. So, Chuck, you were contestant A. Aaron, you were contestant B. 64% voted for contestant B. So, Aaron, you get to go first.
All right.
All right, I'm going to burn my bonus right out of the gate. We'll do the boost. We'll do
boost.
Yeah, we'll do the 50% bonus views from the 6 for 400.
Views from the 6 for 400. All right, so if you get this right, it'll be worth 600 points. Toronto's own Elias Theodorou suffered his first professional defeat in December of 2015 to which future title challenger?
Ooh, his first defeat. Thiago Santos.
Nailed it.
Wow.
Right off the gate,
All right.
coming out with 600 points for Abron. You get to go again.
All right, I'm going to use my other thing, the whatever.
No
the
sweat.
one where I don't lose my turn, no sweat. I'll do views from the 6 for 500.
Views for the 6 for 500, no sweat. Who fought in the main event of UFC 66?
66. God, I have no idea.
Just
I'm so bad at remembering who fights on the numbered events. And what is it? Like Helwani has like a photographic memory with
Yeah,
this.
he
He can
does.
tell you all of them. I have no idea.
All right, well, just name 2 fighters, just in case.
Okay. Anderson Silva versus Travis Lutter.
You got just kidding. It was Chuck Liddell versus Tito Ortiz 2, but you used your no sweat, so you don't lose any points, and you're still on the board.
All right, let's do a views from the 6-3.
Views from the 6 for 3. Where did the 6th UFC event of 2025 take place? Seattle, Las Vegas, or Sydney, Australia?
I'm gonna say Seattle.
Nailed it.
All right,
Took place
that
in
was a dart right there. Yeah,
Cejudo versus Song Yadong.
yeah. Cejudo Song Yadong.
Luke, you brought in a ringer, man. This sucks.
I did. I'm sorry.
All right, so to prove otherwise, I'm gonna do a Rocky Mountain High for 400.
Oh, here we go.
Rocky Mountain High for
Let's
400.
let's try to run the table on Chuck's category.
How many times has Colorado trained Justin Gaethje won both Performance of the Night
Jeez.
and Fight of the Night in the same night?
I'm gonna say 4.
It's actually only
okay.
twice. I say only
Wow.
twice.
Okay.
Like, it's astonishing he's ever won it once.
Yeah, it's
but
a surprise.
Either way, it's going to be minus 100 for you. And on to you, Chuck.
All right, let's stay in that category for 3.
Rocky Mountain High for 300. Who did Aspen Ladd's last UFC win come against? Sajara Eubanks, Tanya Evinger, or Yana Santos Kunitskaya?
Oh, man. I'll say Evinger.
It was Yana Kunitskaya. Sorry, that was a tough one. She's
That
also
is tough.
Well, she
But I'm
is
a
from
big lad.
Colorado.
You know. Yeah.
You're one of the lads. Yeah.
All right, let's go back to views from the 6 for 2.
Views from the 6 for 2. Who has headlined more UFC events in Toronto? Max Holloway or John Jones?
John Jones has 3. Holloway's 2, I believe.
Yes, that is exactly correct. I thought that'd be tricky because I feel like in my head, Max Holloway always headlines in Canada. So I thought, you
He
would
dubbed
think
it
it'd
one
be
of the
more.
islands, didn't he? Like when he went out there
Yeah,
one time,
Seventh
so-
Island or
yeah.
whatever.
Well, if it was Canada, then it would be 3 and 3 because he headlined in Edmonton as
That's
well.
true.
Maybe that's
UFC
why I'm thinking of more.
15 maybe,
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah. All right, views from the 6 100.
How many UFC events have been held in Toronto? Over under 7.5.
Ooh, I'm going to take okay, so we got the one at the Dome. I think it's under. I think it's like 7.
You once again are exactly correct. Under and 7 events.
All right. Let's do the Iceman for 200.
The Iceman for 200. How many episodes of MK's Morning Combat's pregame preview has Chuck been on in 2025? 4 or 5?
I'm going to say 4.
I got to reveal this one to see it. Yes, that is correct. 4. Chuck, you
Man,
were
I would have
on.
probably got that wrong.
312, 313, 315, and 317 for the
Guess
record.
that's true. Okay.
Aaron, you're
I
still-
should just keep doing these Iceman questions
Yeah,
in case they're
I mean-
all about Mindenhalls. You're
Yeah.
just going to get them
You're
right.
gonna know more
Let's go
about it than
300.
me.
Let's go 300.
Iceman
3.
for 300. Which of these 3 states did Chuck Liddell's first UFC win come in? Alabama, Louisiana, or Mississippi?
Ooh. So it's going to be ones where it wasn't regulated quite as much. Let's say Alabama.
Good guess, man.
Okay.
It was Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, yeah.
UFC 17 in May of 1998.
All right. All right, let's go back to Rocky Mountain High for 200.
Rocky Mountain High for 200. Which of these UFC veterans did Colorado native Brandon Royval beat in LFA prior to coming to the UFC? Casey Kenny or Charles Energy Johnson?
I'm going to say Casey Kenny.
It was Charles
Johnson.
Energy Johnson.
The rare buzz. Wow.
Chuck, you're up. Let's see it.
All right, let's do that same category for 100.
Rocky Mountain High, right?
Yeah.
How many consecutive wins did Rocky Pennington have before earning a title shot against Mayra Bueno Silva at UFC 297? Over, under, 4.5.
I'll say over. I don't think she would have got the title shot if she didn't have over.
Yeah, it was like 5, I think.
She got 5.
Yeah.
See, I would think she'd get the title shot because it's women's bantamweight, which is a pretty,
but it was
shallow.
Rocky. I don't think they were trying to expedite her to a title shot.
And Nunes was the champion, and she got smoked by Nunes, so that's probably why.
Great. Chuck,
all right, let's finish the category.
All right, Rocky Mountain High 500. Who fought in the last UFC main event in Colorado?
Oh God, like who? The main event was it Rose Namajunas and who was it? Tracy Cortez?
That's right.
Yep, you nailed it.
All right, jeez. That was way tougher than it had to be.
I was at that one, so that's how
okay. See, you got the advantage. I haven't been to a lot of these lately. What's the one on the left over there? That's the Man in the Myth one?
Yeah. And the Iceman.
Yeah.
You got it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. For 100.
100?
Yeah.
How many UFC wins does Muhammad Usman have? Over, under, 3.5?
Under.
He has 4, right? I never would have
Wow.
thought that. And he fights this weekend against Walter Walker.
He does.
What's the category at the very end there, Luke?
A Bronx Tale. Category about the Bronx or Charles Du Bronx Oliveira.
All right, let's go man, myth, legend, number 2 or 200.
Man, myth, legend, 200. The man in the hat, Shavkat Rakhmonov, has 18 pro finishes. Which method has he won more fights by? Knockout or submission?
I believe it's submission.
It is. He has 10 submissions to 8 knockouts.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Right?
Good one.
The whole welterweight division's getting booked besides him. It's kind of interesting.
Well, Sean Brady hasn't been booked, so.
I know, but I heard a rumor of who he's fighting, and it's not.
Yeah, it's fair.
All right, Aaron, you're still.
All right, let's do Bronx Tale for 300.
Bronx Tale for 300. Bronx-born Shane Burgos suffered his first UFC defeat to who? Calvin Kattar, Josh Emmett, or Edson Barboza?
Calvin Kattar.
I was at that fight. Yeah.
Yeah, great fight.
That was for Aaron. Did you have 1,600 before that or 15? I don't know if I hit that extra.
That's your job, my friend.
All right. We'll give you an extra.
You're not tallying?
Yeah. All right. Aaron, you're still up.
All right, let's do a Bronx Tale 200.
Bronx Tale 200. Bronx native Ramiz Brahimaj got to fight in his hometown when he defeated who at Madison Square Garden? Michael Gilmore or Mickey Gall?
Mickey Gall.
It was Mickey. He is so not fine after that fight. He got his ass beat. Aaron, you're still up.
All right, let's do Bronx Tale 100.
Bronx Tale for 100. How many UFC champions has Du Bronx Charles Oliveira lost to? Over, under, 4.5.
Okay, he's lost to Holloway. He's lost to, let me think of who else he's lost to that's a champion. He's lost to Islam. He's lost to Ilya. Cub Swanson was never champion. Frankie Edgar he lost to, so that's 4 at least. I'm going to take the over. I'm probably forgetting one.
You were forgetting one. Anthony Pettis.
Anthony Pettis, right.
Yes.
5.
Yeah.
All right, Abron, you are still up.
Okay, let's do Man, the Myth, the Legend for 300.
Man, the myth, the legend, 300. The legend, or La Leyenda, Ilia Topuria, was born in which of these three countries? Georgia, Germany, or Spain?
Germany.
That is correct. This guy is just running the
Yeah.
board right here.
You would put me
I
on
saw
this
Ben,
show.
I saw Ben the Bane had like a good record, like a record. So I'm
He
trying to
did.
beat Ben
And
the
you're
Bane's
going
record.
for it? All right.
Yeah.
You could skip him for the
Chuck's
title
not my
shot.
opponent here. Ben the Bane is my opponent.
Oh, wow,
I'm just
okay.
incidental.
All right.
Yeah. Let's do Man, the Myth, the Legend for 400.
Okay. Chuck helped write Ben Askren's autobiography, Funky. What country did Ben fight in his last UFC fight against Damian Maia?
This was a weird one. I remember. I think it was Singapore.
You think correctly,
wow.
my friend.
All right.
It was in Singapore.
He's even getting my category. Come on.
I know. Aaron, you're set.
All right. Let's do Iceman 100.
Iceman for 100. How many total UFC title defenses did Chuck Liddell have? Over under 3.5.
There was like Ortiz. There was Couture, I believe. I'm going to take the under.
It was
Nope,
actually
okay.
4. You forgot Jeremy Horn and Babalu.
Oh, Jeremy Horn.
Abaloo.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Chuck, I would recommend,
All right.
because you still have both bonuses left, to definitely use at least your no sweat.
Well, no, do the first, whatever that first bonus thing is on the Man and the Myth one over there.
All right, wait, so you want the no sweat or the 50%?
50%.
All right.
Feels like
risky.
I got to make up ground, you know?
All right, so this will be worth $750 if you get it right.
Okay.
The legend, Demetrius Johnson, fought 3 times between his 2 Henry Cejudo fights. Name 2 of those 3 opponents.
Which is 2. Okay.
Wait, so between Cejudo? God. I'm just trying to even remember. It's a Japanese kid in Montreal, right? Like, it was one of them, right? I can't think of the guy's name, though. I don't know, man. I guess I've put him away. You know, I did the Askren book, and that was a trade, so I guess I traded all my
Can I
knowledge.
take a crack at it? I think it's Benavidez, Bagautinov, and Moraga. Is that right?
Oh, God.
No, you
That
guys
was
are
in
both
Vancouver.
going. You guys are both going way before the first
Okay.
Cejudo fight.
Okay.
It's Tim Elliott, Wilson Hayes, and Ray Borg.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's
okay.
okay. I do.
That makes
okay.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah, because the
Yeah, that's
second
toughy,
Cejudo
man.
fight was his last fight in the UFC, and then he, so.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was okay. That makes sense.
All right, Aaron,
That
back to you.
Bogatina fight. My God. Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's go Bronx Tale 400.
Bronx Tale 400. Charles DuBronx Oliveira headlined his first UFC event against who?
Max Holloway.
That is correct. It was against Max Holloway. That might have been
All
a
right,
little easy for.
Let's do
400.
Bronx Tale for 500.
Bronx Tale for 500. Don Tail Mays has fought both an interim and an undisputed UFC champion in his career.
Oh.
Name both of those fighters.
I thought that he had fought 4-1. Interim and undisputed champions.
Yes. One was
okay.
interim, one was undisputed.
Okay, one was interim, one was undisputed. Try to think interim champions here. Dontel Mays. Undisputed would be like. Let's do I think Jamal Hill would be one of them.
Who's the
And
other one?
is that right or wrong?
I usually like to let the person guess both before I tell
Okay,
them.
all right. Okay, let's do Jamal Hill. And I'm trying to think of who else he would have fought that would have been like an interim champion. I was going to say OSP, but he wasn't a champion. He just fought for the interim championship. Haven't been a lot of interim champions in this division, have there? Who did Jamal Hill? Let's say Jamal Hill and Glover Teixeira. I think that's wrong, though.
Cyril Gahn and Andrei Arlovsky.
No, man.
Okay. Wow, that's a deep cut. Yeah. Andrei Arlovsky. Okay.
I think he fought Cyril Gahn in Cyril's debut. I think Cyril heel.
Oh, and I was looking at the light heavyweight division. That's where I screwed up.
All right. Oh, you were. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Jamal Hill.
Yeah.
All right, Chuck. Now you should definitely use your no sweat because you only.
Okay. Yeah, let's use it. 400.
Right. 400.
Yeah.
Who was the one former champion that Cool Hand Luke Sanders beat in the UFC in 2019?
Man.
Not a very memorable career for Cool Hand Luke Sanders.
No.
But
I know the answer to this. Sadly. Sadly, I know the answer to this.
You know what's even sadder, Aaron? I don't know the answer to this. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's Henan Barrow.
Aaron is correct, but you can't steal. And Chuck used his no sweat. So, Chuck, you're still up for the last question.
All right, let's see the last one.
At UFC 109, during a prelim fight, the Iceman's bag infamously broke in between rounds, resulting in a chaotic and humorous moment in the octagon. Who headlined UFC 109?
Oh, man. 109 was it's Mark Coleman on that card. I used to know these too. Like for the longest time, I could go up to like almost 200, and you could name any of them. It's sort of like what Ariel does. But now that they've ran so many cards, they start to blur together.
I agree.
I think it was, but would Mark Coleman have been headlining the card? I know I was at it too. I've got a credential somewhere in this closet right here that I was at this fight. I just don't remember who it was.
You got to guess. You got it.
I have to?
I know you have it, yeah.
It's like I have like little fragments. I think maybe Rashad Evans was on the card. But I don't remember. I just don't remember the matchups.
All right, so what's the final guess?
Those two guys.
You had one of them correct. That's why I was like,
you're
right there. Mark Coleman, Randy Couture.
That was what it was. God, yeah. I kept thinking in my mind I should have just said it because I was like, but I was maybe that was too late in the game for that type. I don't know. I just kind of talked myself out of that.
We still do have the Hail Mary round, Chuck. Unfortunately, it's out of range for you to win. But we do like to see where everyone would end up. We do have a ranking system, all that, and Aaron is coming for Ben the Bane. So
and I'm only here to watch if he beats Ben the Bane. So let's see.
Yeah. So
what was Ben's number?
5,400. But the way I'm doing it is you can whatever you wager is essentially doubled. So if you wager 1,000 right now, you could win 2,000. So you'd finish with 5,200. So if you want to beat Ben, you could wager 2,200 right now, or sorry, 1,100 right now, and essentially beat him, or tie him. Right. Sorry, that would tie him.
Do I have to decide now what I'm wagering?
Yeah. Decide what you want to do.
I'll do $1,500.
1,500
points,
and then Chuck for the fun of the game.
Yeah, for the fun of the game, even $200 is fine.
last, I'm putting it out there. Last round, I'll say we had a fan, Sleeto, shout out to Sleeto, who put up $100 of his own money, and I did a bracket, and BC won. So BC won the $100. I'll just say if any other fan wants to do that, the invitation's open. Chuck, do you want to wager 200?
Yeah, all of it, man. I'm a big gambler.
All right, let's see. Peyton Talbot had 3 straight UFC wins before losing to Ione Barcelos. Name 2 of those 3 wins, Chuck.
Oh God! I even did like a big feature on.
That's why I picked him, because I know you did a feature on him.
I know one.
I guess I'm really awful with these names, man. God, one of them he had a poster of in his house, like the guy he beat right before that, and I can't even remember that guy's name. Like, they were not like big names, right?
Yeah,
like, so,
no. One of them is probably the guy he had the poster of.
Yeah.
Sure. And then the other 2 are hard, which is why the question I only ask you to name 2, because I'm like, there's no way anyone's naming all 3.
All I remember now is the Barcelos one because of the hype kind of coming undone in that fight, but I don't even remember, man. I just know that he had a poster of the guy above his toilet.
It's not weird at all, but I'm sure
not
that's
weird.
One of the
but
least
that's
weird
Peyton's
things you saw. Yeah.
All
right. So No guesses, or we're just
no guesses.
All right. It was
Let's see
Nick
if I leave in.
Aguirre. I'm assuming Cameron Simon was the poster.
That was the one I knew. Was
It
Cameron
was.
Simon.
Yeah, okay.
It was.
And then Yanni Gamori, who
That's right.
I don't even know who that is.
That would have been tough,
Aaron,
But Aaron might have got it.
For 1,500 wagered, so to win 3,000 here. Your co-host, Diana Belbita, has 2 UFC wins. Name both of those opponents.
All right. One is Maria Oliveira. And the other one sec.
She's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I know.
No, I was probably just talking to her about it this weekend. All right. One is Maria Oliveira. That I know for sure. Let me think. Trying to think of who she fought early in her career. I think she got a finish in one of them. I know Maria Oliveira, you can keep that locked in. Let me think of the other ones. So she fought Molly McCann twice and didn't win that. She fought Carolina and didn't beat Carolina. I don't think. Let me try to think of who else she would have fought. Maria Oliveira. I feel like she got a finish in one of those fights. I just can't remember who it was against. It wasn't like Vanessa Demopoulos or anything like that. But I feel it was, I think I know who it is. What's her name? I just had it on the tip of my tongue. She just trained with Veronica Hardy for this camp and used to train at Fusion XL.
Somewhat of a provocateur on social media, maybe.
Yes. Why can't I remember her name? It's like not Kay Hansen, but it's
the second part of this.
It's Kay Hansen. It's Kay Hansen adjacent. But let's see. What's her name? I'm right? Am I talking about the right person?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. God damn, this is gonna haunt me that I'm not able to pull his name out of my hat. With the man in the hat sitting right here.
Come on, man. Bane Davis, you can't let him get by with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And your score is going to drop big.
I know my score is going to drop.
Yeah.
You got him on the ropes,
I can't remember
Finish
her
him.
name. Can't remember her name.
Give you 10 more seconds.
Hannah Goldie.
There it is.
Wow.
There it is.
Nails it. Hannah Goldie. I'm surprised you got Maria Oliveira, honestly. Like Hannah Goldie, I would have got. Maria
That's the
Oliveira,
one I remembered.
Nah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now
Aaron.
Diana won't hate me also.
All the way up to 6,200 for the second straight week. A new high score in prop quiz. I guess
That.
you called out Ben the Bane, but BC is the champion, and I feel like you might have earned a title shot with that performance. I'm just saying. Chuck, you might have earned a shot at Oscar Willis, who has lost twice on this show based on that performance.
Oh, yeah?
But, no, I'm just joking.
I think I could take Oscar.
Yeah, I think you could too. No. I appreciate you guys both for joining. You can follow both these guys on social media. I'll have the links below in the description. Go check out Aaron on Sportsnet. Go check out Chuck on The Crack, as well as his writing on Uncrowned.com. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw. I'll catch you guys next week for another episode of Prop Quiz. Peace.